When the holidays start to feel a bit repetitive, reach for a Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry and put your twist on tradition. A bold cranberry and winter spice flavor fusion, Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry is a refreshing way to shake things up this sipping season. And only for a limited time. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
Popeye's Scary Good new Freddy Fazbear Box has garlic palm tenders and cheesy bites with marinara sauce. Try it before it's too late. And see Five Nights at Freddy's 2, only in theaters. Love that chicken from Popeyes. Limited time at participating U.S. restaurants.
In Walmart Sue Newville, time was ticking away. Only a few nights left till the big holiday. But last-minute gifters had no need to worry. Walmart Express Delivery got their gifts in a hurry. From Nintendo to Nespresso and Lego flowers, they could check off their lists in as fast as an hour. All of Who Newville, East, West, South, and North could order gifts up until 5 p.m. on December 24th. So this holiday, just do as the Who's do. With gift delivery this fast, they all gasped. From Walmart, who knew? Subject to availability, terms and fees apply.
I'm gonna get you. Stop! I'm gonna get you. You're too slow. And whoosh. Snap that towel.
Hey, guys. What's that out there? What is that?
What?
That's another heavy laden ship. That ship looks like it's...
Oh, yeah.
This looks like a heavy one.
Sailing very low in the water, isn't it?
Gosh, we're going to have to sound the Earnestness Horn. That one's going to hit the rocks. Sound the Earnestness Horn!
I guess I'll just stop snapping this towel, Andrew, and get right to it.
Good, it was giving me welts.
That's not a towel. That's my pillowcase. God.
Oh, God. You're right. Sorry, Ben, you can have it back.
I guess we're going to get into some heavy stuff today on this episode of Advice Fight.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Advice Fight, the competitive advice podcast. My name's Adam Caton Holland.
I'm Ben Roy.
I'm Andrew Orvidal.
And that was a perfect intro. We could clip that, bottle it, put it at the front of every episode.
That was ridiculous. Did you see how I was on your heels, how Orvidal was on my heels? It was crazy.
We've been
practicing. We've been practicing and drilling it, and it shows.
I think so. If you are just tuning in for the first time, this is one of the most important and perhaps the world's only competitive advice podcast. You heard that right. Competitive advice podcast. It's crazy.
But beyond that, it's one of the most important podcasts around. Like if you're on a desert island, you can only bring one podcast. What do you bring? And I'd say most 14-year-olds say Advice Fight.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's because we talk about dick so much.
Yeah.
I think.
There's a lot of juvenile
There's
humor.
a lot of grab ass. I mean, even our intro, there was a lot of snapping of towels, and we were getting crazy. And did you notice how in the intro I was just relaxing on the beach because I needed the time, you know? And there's a part of
a
me,
fictional intro scenario. You just needed a minute for yourself.
Well, and I'll tell you what, I see you both as my boys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when we go to the beach, I set the pails out for you. I set the towels out. I set the buckets out. And I get a lot of just good vibes from just watching YouTube play in the sand and in the surf.
You put on those tiny white plastic eye shields and then you just lay there, but you're not really tanning. You just want people to leave you alone.
Hey, Ben, in this scenario, I like to think you've packed Andrew and I a lunch. So I'm curious what sando you got for me and what you got for Andrew that you put in a Ziploc bag and brought to the beach for us.
Oh, well, Adam, I mean, you know, you're a standard Kroger brand roast beef. I do get a QP of that. I always get a quarter pound when I go in. Never the boar's head. It's too much. Hard to keep a nail in the floor right now, you know, because things are a little lean at Grolix Globo Corp. So I get the Kroger brand square, yellow cheese, You like it light on the mustard, heavy on the Dijon, and just white bread. And I cut them. And of course, corner to corner. You don't like a halvesy cut.
No, I'm a
You like
triangle
a
guy.
triangle.
Yep.
Yep.
You're making a sandwich for somebody else, corner to corner.
And then bugles in a bag.
Some bugles?
Some bugles. Yeah, just plain bugles. My boy likes bugles because at the beach, he puts them on his fingers like little fingernails and he eats them off. He loves to do that. Andrew just gets a small bag of mojito. That's all he wants.
Like the drink.
Yeah, like a drink. He just wants
a bag of
a
mojito?
Ziploc bag of mojito, and you always say, "Come, cut the corner," and then I cut the corner. It creates a little stream for you to drink a mojito.
Like piss. Basically, I'm drinking piss out of a bag. Okay.
Can you imagine if you saw 340-something men doing this at a beach?
Adam eating bugles and half a triangle sandwich.
With a smile on my face, staring off at the waves.
And then Andrew sucking mojito out of a large freezer Ziploc bag.
Look, if I was drinking, I am on board. I would take it out of a bag. I never complained about the container. About the container.
Andrew crawls across the sand on all fours for another sip of that zip of mojito.
Zip of mojito. That's what he calls
I
it.
can taste the freezer bag.
He says, "Ben, can I get my zip of mojito?" And I say, "Well, it's only 11:30 a.m. Sure.
Give it to me." I say, I grab him. I grab Ben roughly.
And then some dad goes, "Hey, do you boys mind taking it a little bit further down the beach? I don't want you
Shut
near
the
my
fuck
kids."
up. Shut the fuck up.
sorry.
I'm having a bag drink, you fuck. Why don't you move your kids farther up the beach?
I like this riff. This is one of my favorites.
And I picture us on Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
We are definitely in Myrtle
so
Beach.
Specific. I've never been.
And
I've
the golf
never
cart,
been.
it's not supposed to be in the sand. It is stuck.
Yeah.
About 10 yards
It's
behind us.
ruined. It's not stuck. It's ruined.
The nose of this thing is dug into the sand. And we've only made it. And of course, I'm ripping Mickey Ultras. I've got about a 12 ski of Mickey Ultras, and I'm just fucking cranking these things because you guys know I've been going to the gym a lot. I'm trying to keep my physique, and so
You're seeing gains, as they say.
yeah.
I think that golf cart got stuck because we were trying to ride it into the waves a little bit. Like we were.
Well, you guys
ripping
always
down
go.
the shoreline.
You
Little
guys sit
Tokyo
on
drift.
You guys sit on that back bench that faces the opposite direction you're going, and you say, "Papa, can you take us in the water?"
Yeah.
I all right. You guys have been good this weekend. You know what I mean? And then I always get it stuck. We
Well,
never
you
get close.
Salt water in the battery, and then the wheels aren't.
We
meant
really,
for wet
we really
surf.
misspent our TV time era because we could have been doing exactly this.
25 yards from the water. We never even get that close because the sand is so deep in Myrtle Beach. And it's a fine
And at this point, we're just hoping the ocean claims the cart. We're like, if the tide comes in enough, it might just suck the cart out. It could become some kind of underwater estuary for crabs or something.
Well, and I
don't think it's going to happen.
I stuffed a love letter in the dash, hoping to find my special person across the ocean.
Oh, like a message in a bottle
but a message in the dashboard of a golf cart.
Yes.
that is sinking
I hope
in the
washes up
shallows
on,
of
like,
Myrtle Beach.
Liberia's coast or something, and then like someone finds
But
it.
all it is someone from North Carolina finds it.
Yeah, it's going to be some like crane operator who had to fucking dredge this golf cart because it was like cutting kids' legs
what?
open.
Maybe he and I move in together and are finally happy.
He's got a good job.
Maybe.
I mean, do you know crane
Yeah.
ops make good money?
Union
know
guys,
that.
benefits.
And he'll take care of you. You'll never open a car door again. I can tell you that much.
He'll pass the ACH home invasion test from Boy Crazy.
But I tell you what, this guy's going to beat the dog shit out of you every time the Panthers lose. I'll tell you
But
what.
I say he loves me. I say he loves me and he loves the Panthers, and that's just how it is.
All right.
As you can probably tell, producer Ron is not here today.
Oh my
And
God,
that
this
is
is a
why we've
joke.
been allowed to explore riff fully to its natural conclusion
Exploring our riff bodies
Without some-
together.
without some judgmental fucking Norwegian looking producer
We are exploring our rift bodies, but some guardrails are okay. Because right now we've got our whole hand up our own ass. Like, and
It's called puppeting, and the kids can't get enough.
Yeah, we've been puppeting.
No one hand puppets anymore. Oh, fuck.
No, it's because these kids are so addicted to their phone, they're not exploring their rift bodies fully.
Yeah.
They're not doing the stretch work to make it possible.
A lot of people have said that when we filmed, when Those Who Can't season 2 came out, they were like, what the fuck happened? Because the show got so absurd and insane. And it is truthfully my favorite season because it is so off the rails at points. This is what happened. We were basically rudderless for a period of time where the three of us were sort of running the room. And there was no one to like ground us. That's exactly what's happening right now. Producer Ron is not here, as they said, to pull us down. So
But he
there's
left
a lot
the
of
keys in the
digging
car,
and
baby.
Riff
Yeah,
bodies.
so in fact, great art's being made.
Exactly. And this is fine art. I think most people, if we clip this, would be like, "Wow, this is great."
Send it to the Smithsonian. I don't think we bashed America, so it should pass the test.
This is Maplethorpe kind of territory. I think it's something edgy and risque.
Now, listen, we've been having our fun, and that's all well and good, but as you probably remember from the intro, there was an earnestness horn that was sounded, which means we have a letter today that's kind of more serious in nature, and we are able to pivot. We are able to shift. That's what we do on Advice Fight.
And this came in at our live show by the way, this last Grolix Home for the Holidays live show was so fun. The green room was full of people hanging out, like just grab assing and joking around, and then the show was amazing, crowd was amazing. So anybody who listens to this that was there, thank you for showing up again. As always, that was a real treat. 2 back-to-back bangers. Those were good Grolix shows. So
absolutely.
But this came into our anonymous box. We have the box at the show for people to drop.
Yes,
and
if
they
you come
did
to our
it.
live show, we have a box in which you can put any question anonymously, and we cultivate those at the end of the show. We bring them into the Advice Fight world, and we'll answer those questions too.
Now, what I love that this person did, and what listeners can't see, but I will tell you, they made a card that has the Grolix symbols on the front.
Very cool.
It is a homemade greeting card. And they wrote their letter on the inside. And since you guys don't have it, I will be doing the reading today, and I will do my best. I will sound things out that are.
Can you tell
over
me before you get into it,
syllables.
since I can't see it, I can't feel it. What's the how's the handwriting? Oh, it looks
beautiful.
really nice.
Here, I'll
looks
actually
really nice.
very clean, very beautiful.
That's excellent handwriting.
Yep.
Okay, now I'm paying attention. Now
You
I
make
will
a
try.
custom card with your letter on it. Way to jump in line. That is the Disney Fast Pass
Absolutely.
to getting your letter read on the podcast.
Yeah, I mean the show is
Absolutely.
Saturday, and we're reading this on a Monday. So if you get us a note, yeah, Andrew's right. You're right.
Yeah, and you do the work. So in January, again, the box will be back up. That lineup's going to be amazing. So, but let's get right to it. Here is the letter today. Hi, guys. Kind of like that. That sounds fun.
Okay, doesn't start that dark.
Nope.
I can take that. I can take that.
Longtime follower, first-time advice seeker. Okay, that's nice too. I like that. Welcome. Thank you for coming in, and you can come in regularly if you'd like. You can message us regularly.
But take off your shoes.
For fuck's sake.
And put your keys in that little bowl by the door, please. Here we go.
Enjoy the cigarette. We have a whole bowl of them.
If we have a whole bowl of loose cigarettes right by the door.
For our guests.
Lucy's like isn't that what the Olsen twins, they had like a wedding party and there was like bowls of like loose cigarettes out?
That's
I
actually
fucking love that.
fucking cool.
That's
Yeah,
fucking
I think,
funny.
I think that's what they did.
All right, here we go.
I love that Andrew knows that.
I don't know how. I don't know how I came across that information, and I don't know why I stored it. I was like, I'm gonna file this away for later.
Guess who else was there? Lindsay Lohan, Paris Hilton too, and guess what they were wearing?
It really paid off.
All right, here we go. Hi guys, longtime follower, first time advice seeker. I have an adult sibling with untreated mental illness. Offers have been made, resources made available, but no treatment sticks, thus untreated, which causes them to occasionally live out of their car, be unemployed, and be almost impossible to reach by phone or email. They will go months without contact and then show up unannounced, so maintaining a relationship with my sibling is difficult. They are single and mostly financially supported by one of our parents. There will come a time when our parents will not be able to support them. I am their only sibling, so I feel like I have to step up after our parents die or cannot support them any longer, but struggle with how much responsibility I should take on. I have a family of my own with a spouse and 2 children. What would you do if you had a sibling situation like this and your parents could no longer help them? Signed, Anonymous.
Wow.
Oof. Damn.
Wow.
This is an interesting one. This is an interesting one because we all have siblings. We all have family members. And this is also, to our listeners, I'm sure I probably should have done a little bit of a trigger warning because I would be willing to bet that this is not an uncommon theme in our current society, our current healthcare landscape, our current mental healthcare landscape, which could be far more barren and hopeless than standard medical care landscape. So this is a heavy one. This is one, I personally can relate to with my own mental health struggles and whatnot. So, this is going to be an interesting one. Thank you for writing this letter. And by the way, thank you for the beautiful penmanship. I'm going to tell you that right now, Adam. You asked, you saw it. Yeah. That was an easy one to read.
I appreciate the penmanship.
Easy on the eyes, as they say.
But also the vulnerability of this question. This is real stuff. I can relate to this.
I hate to see that font go, but I love to watch it leave.
So that doesn't make any sense.
Shut up.
No, this is something I think, it's funny. I look at this and I go, I don't deal with that. I wouldn't think about that as much with my own brother. Oh, wait, I'm the guy.
Yeah.
I could be my brother writing this about me.
My gosh.
Is that your brother's handwriting?
Amazing.
That'd be, if
thank God my brother's always loaning me money. Wait a minute.
So why don't we do this? Why don't we think for a minute? We're going to take a quick break. Want to say thank you. We've had a number of new Patreon subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining Patreon, especially at the holiday season. Hey, if you want to gift a Patreon subscription to someone else.
Oh, wow. Yeah, put it in the stocking.
It's a great gift. Don't keep supporting these billionaire assholes. Support artists. Buy merch. Buy things from the people who make it, please, because it supports us directly. We appreciate it. Patreon.com/Grolic Saves.
Dog, tease it out, and then on the 8th night of Hanukkah, drop it when they think you forgot. And then you drop the Grolic.
Do it in
Patreon.
a big box behind the TV and give them everything. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, behind the flat screen, you pull out a huge box. They dig into it. It's all like hidden
and
then they get to the bottom and it's like, congratulations.
They're like, what is this?
You're a
podcast?
Ben level Patreon of the Grolics.
No, it's a Patreon.
What does
for
that
the
mean?
podcast.
Well, you get like some bonus content, but I don't even listen to that podcast.
Well, you're gifting them as a key to a better life, a new world, a whole community. 3 dudes who are vibing pretty hard.
Patreon.com/Grolic Saves. We're going to take a quick break, and in a moment, we will be back to dispense our advice. Please stay tuned.
Here's my 30-second story with Guinness. As soon as my sister and I get home for the holidays, we don't even unpack. We head straight to our pub. the bartender already knows our order, Guinness and fries. We laugh all night, catch up with old friends, and walk home with faces sore from smiling. It's one of my favorite nights of the year. That was my 30-second story with Guinness.
Guinness Draft Stout. Please enjoy responsibly. Imported by Diageo Beer Company, USA, New York, New York.
I know every operating system like the back of my hand.
I have 25 years of experience and have worked with several people from your company. I've been recognized for my passion. My team is everything.
LinkedIn delivers candidates who rise above the rest. With an up-to-date view into shared connections, skills, and interests you won't find anywhere else. See why 86% of small businesses who post a job on LinkedIn get a qualified candidate within a day. Post a job for free at linkedin.com/achieve. LinkedIn, your next great hire is here.
John Legend, Sheryl Crow, Elvis Costello, and Alanis Morissette star in the MGM Plus original series, Words and Music. Iconic artists share intimate performances and the stories behind the songs. New episodes Sundays on MGM Plus.
We are back. It is Act 2, which means cell phones will be momentarily down in 3, 2, 1. They're down. We're back. We are present.
Wow. Ooh, I like that
fight.
technique.
Why
have we never done that before? How many years?
I've been watching my son's kindergarten teacher, and there's some moves I've been borrowing. So shout out Miss Lisa. Shout out Miss Lisa.
I've got my 3 fingers in the air.
What does that mean?
Hey, guys. 1, 2,
Does that
3,
mean you have a
eyes
question?
on me. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me.
When I was in school, there used to be a thing where you had to put, like, somebody would put a hand up with a certain amount of fingers up, and then everybody had to do that.
It looks like you're doing a Scout's pledge or
that
something.
does look like a Scout's pledge. But it might be actually a Weebelos.
Oh, I just remember, if anybody else remembers that was like a thing where you'd have to put like a certain amount of fingers in the air, and everybody had to do the same amount, and everybody would get quiet, you know. And that
Is
was
it the same
their
amount of fingers you could fit up your butt?
Puppeting myself?
Nice.
Yeah. I call it Geppettoing. That's what I call it. Heavy Geppetto.
Heavy Geppettoing.
Heavy Geppettoing. Man, I can hear Ron's sigh from the future, like rippling back through time as he comes to that. As he's editing this, the sigh just washes out.
It's 11:45 p.m. on a Monday night, and Ron's just fucking at his
The
desk.
kids just hear their dad go, God damn it.
Yeah.
God damn it. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up about it. All right. Well, just to recap, if you are just joining us, just to recap, we have a question.
It's weird. Get here on time. Get here on time.
You're 20 fucking minutes late to the Vice fight.
We
1,
have
2,
an
3, eyes on me. And tomorrow you need to be on time, or I'm calling your dad.
We have an anonymous question from somebody who apparently attends our show or just pops in to drop their letter off.
They paid full price, popped in, dropped the letter, and bounced.
Like, I don't like your live comedy. I do not like the live comedy.
But basically, this letter writer has a sibling who is struggling with their mental health. It sounds like they said does not want to take treatment, but it sounds like they've tried treatments and nothing has worked to this point. And this person is wondering what we would do in this situation, being that the people who are caring for them right now are elderly parents and they will not be around long. You know, so how would we handle this if this were our sibling?
Yep.
And so if the rules state the person who won the last episode gets to choose the order first. I won the last week's episode, with the teaching advice on how to get kids to put cell phones down. So I will be choosing the order today. I am going to have Adam go first on this one. For those of you, just a reminder of the rules. We each get 3 minutes in the Talktagon to dispense our advice. When we get down to 1 minute, you will receive a 1 minute warning sound. And then when you are done, the next person will go. At the end, we will all vote. You can't vote for yourself. And so those are the rules. Adam, how are you feeling? Are you ready to get into the Talk-to-Gon?
I mean, yeah, I think so. I think this is a really real one, but I unfortunately have a lot of experience with it. So let's get into it.
All right. Adam is climbing into the Talk-to-Gon. We are locking the gate. There's a new type of latch. Look at this. This is kind of nice. Look at how there's like 3 or 4 of them. So, producer Ron, give me some Foley of me locking 4 locks down. There we go. And Adam is locked into the Talk-to-Gon. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Advice.
Well, thank you for your letter, listener and attendee of the Grolix Live show. Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. I've written a lot about it. I lost my sister to suicide, and I know a lot about experiencing mental illness with a sibling. I know a ton about it. And I don't know. I guess what I want to say to this letter writer and to anyone listening is there are really no right or wrong answers in this situation. Like, I think I've thought a lot about it, and I've talked to a lot of people about it, and I think there's a lot of times, especially after you've lost someone to suicide, you think, what could I have done different? What if I'd done this? What if this had happened? What if that had happened? And you try to beat yourself up. And I think what I've come to realize is sort of just like the disease is going to do what the disease is going to do. So it's like you can try, and you should try everything you possibly can. But at the end of the day, it's not going to be one thing you did wrong, one thing that didn't take. It's kind of, unfortunately, the sad dice roll of the chemistry of that brain, that it's going to do what it's going to do. So if nothing else, let you off the hook a little bit so you don't beat yourself up about helping this person. Like, obviously try everything you can, but if things are failing, know that you're being outfoxed by a disease people don't understand. And it's not your fault, and it's not that person's fault either. It's just this fucked up spin of the brain, and that's really sad. But to your specific situation, I think it's kind of one of those, you got to do everything you can do. And it sucks that it's fallen on you, but it's fallen on you. So if your parents are elderly and towards the end of the road, and maybe they have some money they're going to leave your family, well, then you're going to have to help dole that money out to your sibling. And I don't know if you can like acquire power of attorney or anything like that. And maybe you could have some guardrails where it's like, okay, if you're going to therapy, then you get your monthly stipend or something like that. But I don't even know the legality of that. But unfortunately, it is your responsibility. And this is kind of family. So you can do it as much as you want. I understand how frustrating it is when you're trying to help a person and it seems like it's working and then it doesn't work. I understand when a person rejects the thing that you think will help them. Like I said, they're on their path, and all you can do is try to help them to the extent that you can do it. So don't go overboard. Don't lose your mind. Just sort of set into your monthly schedule. All right, it's time to help figure out how to deliver their share of the inheritance and help this person the best that they can. So I guess my advice, if you had to boil it down after all that, is basically do everything you can, but don't lose your mind in the process. Know that brain's going to do what it's going to do, and find what that looks like for you. That's it.
Wow, damn, 257, right? That's 2 in a row where Adam has landed it.
3 in a row.
Really credit on the 3 minute.
Credit where credit is due, because he's landing
all those Comedy Works C sets paying off.
Yeah, well, I'm a C. So
that's
I know what 3
deep
minutes
inside
is.
baseball.
Yeah. I know what 3 minutes is.
That was really good advice. This is going to be hard.
It's going to be hard. This is
fucking hard episode to like to dole out advice, but that in a rare moment, I will say that is very good advice. And yeah, obviously from someone who has had to, having watched you, have to navigate that.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah, it's just like a thing that I think a lot of people who go through this maybe hopefully come to realize is that it's like you can't do anymore. Like you're doing everything you can. And forgive yourself when you're like, I got nothing left. I'll help them in 2 weeks when I can have some more in the tank.
One thing that I've read what you've written about your experience with your family and with your sister, with Lydia and everything like that. Like, I think a lot of it is, talked about what happened in the aftermath.
Yeah.
I don't know how much has been talked about all the fighting you did for her before that.
Yeah. No, and especially my whole family, man. Everybody. I mean, that's why I really have come to this conclusion of like the disease is going to do what it's going to do. Because Lydia was in probably the best case scenario for someone who's suffering from mental illness. Loved by her family, in a family that doesn't
loved
have
by her community.
Right. No stigma around therapy. No financial hurdle to clear to get therapy. When one therapist didn't work, on to the next. Let's find the best person in town, talking to experts around the world on like who's good on this specific thing, like all of it. And it still went the way it went. So I do really think like we're like a best case scenario for a person to have a mental break, and it still didn't work out. And so it's kind of just like, Jesus Christ, that if that's not a power to the testament of a disease beyond everyone's control, I don't know how to. Yeah. I don't know how to say it.
I mean, those
clearly.
myself and Andrew, people, in your family's orbit, in your orbit, close to her, saw you all trying exceptionally hard.
And I think her trying.
Yeah. No question.
Yeah. So, and I think that's probably true on certain levels of everybody who's going through this shit. So I don't know. That's taken me years. Lydia died 13 years ago. And I would argue I reached that point of thinking 5, 6, 7 years after the fact, after a lot of like soul searching. But it remains kind of my belief on it. And it's just why I'm sharing it here as the advice.
It's thanks for, I know it's, you know what I mean? I know.
It's always weird to talk about. And but
I appreciate you doing it.
Of course. And I hope in some small way it helps this listener. But I bet you guys have interesting things to say as well. So I'm down to hear it.
Yeah. Andrew.
Oh my God. I forgot to press record.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, you fucking asshole. Yeah. Holy shit.
All right, let's do it again.
Oh, fuck.
What were we talking about?
Sorry, just kidding.
Dude. All right.
Sorry,
Andrew,
I couldn't resist. Hey, I don't think I've ever done this. Can you read just the last part of the note for what they're actually asking for again, Ben?
Yeah, sure.
I realize that sometimes I get hooked on the wrong part of the listener letter and I like answer.
I'll read the last paragraph. The last paragraph.
Read what they specifically need.
If we dock a minute of his time.
Yeah, I think so. Reverse injury time. This is steroid time. You had plenty of time. There will come
a attention up front. 1, 2, 3 eyes on me.
There will come a time when our parents will not be able to support them. I am their only sibling, so I feel like I have to step up after our parents die or cannot support them any longer, but struggle with how much responsibility I should take on. I have a family of my own with a spouse and 2 children. What would you do if you had a sibling situation like this and your parents could no longer help them?
Okay. All right,
Andrew, you are up. Go ahead, climb on into the Toctagon again. Quad locking system, a new one. This one, and I'm going to go ahead and lock him in. More Foley, Ron. There we go. Oh, beep, bap. Oh, caught my finger. There it is. All right, Andrew is into the Toctagon. He is strapped in. 3, 2, 1. Advice.
Okay, I agree with. Not most. I agree with everything Adam said. I've also dealt with this with people very close to me, friends, family members, things like that. And I started to tell people the way that it feels when you're dealing with a loved one who has mental illness. It feels like you're on the deck of a ship watching them drown and you're throwing them a life preserver and they are pushing it away instead of grabbing it. And so you grab another life preserver and you throw it out and they shove it away. And you keep throwing those life preservers out and they never grab it. And they are just floundering and drowning in front of you. And it absolutely grinds you down inside to watch that and to be in that in that scenario. And now you're kind of looking ahead and you're like, pretty soon my parent won't be able to be the support net for them and it will fall to me, whether there's an inheritance or not. Even if there's no inheritance, your sibling will come to you for this support. Like if that's the kind of system that they're living with, they'll just come to you and ask you for money. They'll show up in your driveway. They'll sleep behind your house. They'll do whatever they can do, within the little spaces that they can push out for that. So I would say you have to take care of yourself, which I think Adam was kind of saying. You definitely have to take care of yourself when you're in that situation. You should support your brother as much as you can and recognize when it's going beyond like either boundaries for you or your family, where you're like, oh, this isn't working for me anymore. This is like causing me problems. And if you have boundaries, you absolutely should like live by them and stick them up. Your sibling might not see the world the same way as you do, but you still have to protect your world, your family, whatever it might be, your financial situation. And so you should set up boundaries and adhere to them, even if it seems harsh or cruel. Even if you're like, I'm sorry, I don't have any money to give you anymore. But everyone's fucked for money these days. I don't have any money for you. It's a sad thing to tell someone who's living in their car, but you might have to do it. But take care of yourself. Set boundaries, and no matter how heartbreaking they feel, stick to those boundaries to help protect your own sanity, your own emotional health. Time.
24 seconds left. Not bad at all. And
24. I had 4 seconds left.
Oh, my timer was off then.
When are you hitting the button?
No, I'm hitting it at the same time. I go in a different set of seconds. Yeah, I go in 4 Mississippis. That's how I have the 4 Mississippi.
You've got a southern timer. Okay.
No, that was, listen, again, we are all very close. We know things that have happened in all of our lives. We know that this has hit all of us personally. And so it's really good advice as well, Andrew. Fuck. This sucks. Going last. Fuck.
Yeah.
This is hard because it's going to probably be a rehashing.
You got to go silly. Ben.
I'm not touching.
Yeah, right.
No, I feel all earnestness on this. And
I feel like that's only the three of us would be like, God, I can't believe you went silly. I kind of respect it. The listeners would be like, oh my.
All right.
All right, Ben.
Andrew,
get in there
because I have a separate
I've got the timer.
I'm hard boiling eggs and I can't pull out.
That makes sense. All right, Ben, get in there. Click, 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 click.
Oh, you were so quick with him.
Very deft.
That was quick.
You
know how to do this one.
With that.
Mm-hmm.
I think he might have installed the locks himself.
Mm-hmm. All right, Ben. On your marks, get set. Advice.
That's so quick. Fuck. The letter writer sounds like that a lot of their concern is how, and rightfully so, how can they handle this? What can they do without sacrificing their family? I think you got all the best advice so far from Adam and Andrew, both people who, like a lot of us, have experience with this. So I'm just going to give a different piece of advice, and I get emotional talking about mental illness, but that's just me. Go, if you get a chance at any point, spend time with them. If they're sitting in their car, they're living in their car, anything, go sit with them. Go hang out. Ask them how they live their lives. Like, show some interest in and curiosity about what their day-to-day is like. If you get moments, I know you have a family and things like that, but I think that when you are not feeling well and your brain is not working well, every single moment of every fucking day is spent not trying to teeter off into oblivion. You literally can't do anything other than maintain your own mental sanity. Every moment is spent circling your head. Every bit of paranoia, every bit of anxiousness, every bit of depression, it's all spent in service of that. That's why everything else falls to the wayside, because it takes so much energy for the person who is ill to maintain that. And so they develop very simple lives because there's less for them to worry about and less responsibility and more time they can spend from keeping themselves, because they don't want to be in that situation. And so I think anything you can do to understand where they're at, to sit with them in their spaces, to ask them about it, not tell them it's wrong, not judge them, but just try to understand where they're at. Sometimes that creates little moments of light in their lives where they don't feel so fucking alone. Because when somebody is telling you that what you're doing is wrong, or do this, and you're so you want to help them because you care and you can see the right path, they can't. They don't see that. And so sometimes just having somebody to sit with you in the weeds rather than constantly going, we got to keep walking, we got to sit with them, like talk to them, try to understand where they're at. You don't have to enable it. As Adam and Andrew said, I think the best advice will always...
Andrew dropped his phone.
Andrew dropped his phone. Oh, no, he was showing me.
Everything's
Sorry.
fine.
I'm taking injury time because of that. But just...
Because of nothing.
But I think everything that Adam and Andrew said is relevant. It's in it. You can only do what you can do. You have to be there for your family. Tell them you love them. Try to understand where they're at. Try to sit with them sometimes and ask them about their life without judgment, and tell them you care and you're there for them. And I think that's all you can do. I don't know. Time. This is the most hopeless situation in our culture.
Yeah, it is.
We've created a system now where we have no power of attorney. Individual rights are coveted. We are liberty drunk to the point where people are out there making decisions for themselves that are not the best. And you can't do
so
anything.
much of mental health falls on the person who's mentally ill to be active and wanting to get the help, which, of course, so many of those people, they're not in
they're
the
incapable of
mindset
making the right
that
choice.
that wants to do it. They
like
don't
I
see
said,
themselves as mentally ill. They see themselves, they're like, no, I've just never felt better. It's like, no, you're having a manic episode.
I don't know what the diagnosis is. That's exactly it. Myself, people I know in my life that have struggled with bipolar, they love there's a lot of people who love the mania, who won't get on medication because the mania feels so good. They don't want to sacrifice that. They hate the lows, but the highs, that's the best they ever feel, So trying to talk somebody, the other one is if it is an anxiety or or it's based in some sort of paranoia or fear or anything, they're living their whole lives servicing that mental illness. Like I said, they simplify their lives. Everything else goes out the door so that they can just maintain getting up and breathing every day. And so, you can only do what you can do in a system that doesn't give people power of attorney, doesn't let us admit people into the hospital for more than 72 hours, and will often release them. The only thing you can only do what you can do, like they said, and try to connect with them. Maybe that creates.
Well, it might sound like cliche or even just simplified, and this letter writer, I guarantee, knows it, but all you can do is treat it like a disease versus what the fuck is wrong with you? Because that person doesn't need that.
Yep.
So,
and like Adam said,
it's hard when you're in it and helping them out of their car, or watching them, I don't know, lose the $100 bill you gave them because they can't have their head on straight. It's hard, but you wouldn't say, fucking stop having cancer. You wouldn't say that.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You gotta at least give them that grace.
And it is weird when you can see things so clearly. You're like, hey, stand next to me. See things as clearly as I see them. they can't see them the way you see them. They're seeing something different. They're understanding the world in a different way. And it is very hard to come to terms with that. When you can see things so plainly, it's hard to, it's like, I can't understand how you can't see this. They just can't. They just can't.
And I know when I've snapped and had some really bad times and bad moments that sometimes somebody just, like I said, just sitting cross-legged down with me and being like, sucks to be down here, doesn't it? And how are you feeling? What's it feel like? Sometimes just somebody not telling me what to fucking do, you know what I mean? Just like sitting with you in the mud, and I think, like Adam said, also an acceptance that every disease, every illness has a mortality rate to it. And there are just some people who don't make it out. They're not stronger or weaker or anything like that. It's just that's the way diseases play out, so damn, heavy one. But a good one. So we have all our advice. Andrew dropped his phone on the microphone during mine, which I think brought a little Jerry Lewis type telethon vibe.
I felt like we needed a little bit of levity, and I thought I would, Butterfingers.
The kid with muscular dystrophy was rambling on, and you drop, go, a little physical comedy in the middle of it. So let's take a quick break. We're going to pay some more bills. And then when we return in the third act, we are going to vote for the winner. Everybody, stay tuned. We will be right back.
This episode is brought to you by Nature's Bounty. Nature's Bounty believes your body is brilliant, naturally designed to thrive, inside and out. For those always looking for new ways to support your health from head to heels, Nature's Bounty has a range of over 400 vitamins and supplements born from 50 years of trust and care. Nature's Bounty. It's in your nature. Visit naturesbounty.com to learn more.
Are you a forward thinker? Then you need an HR and finance platform that thinks like you do. Workday is the AI platform that helps propel your organization, your workforce, and your industry into the future. Workday, moving business forever forward.
We are back. It is Act 3 of a very special episode of Advice Fight, and we really do appreciate this letter from a fan who came to the live show, so we appreciate it on two fronts, supporting our live show and supporting our podcast. It's a heavy one. We all gave some pretty heartfelt advice. There's no way you're going to veer into the absurd or the jokey advice on one like this. Maybe as the game evolves, we'll get sophisticated enough to where we can. But on this one, we just all brought the earnestness, and you know what? I think the episode's going to benefit from it. I really do.
Yeah, and with this anonymous writer and the way that they wrote the letter, I would be willing to bet that this person will do what they can. I would be willing to bet that this person is very heartfelt and caring, and there's almost a sense of exasperation, because they want their sibling better. So, just to recap our advice, let's go through. Adam, what was your advice?
I don't even remember what I said, other than I think do what you can, but realize the disease is going to do what the disease is going to do. I think that's the crux of my argument.
That was it. Good job, Andrew.
Mine was set boundaries to protect your own emotional and mental health, and stick to those boundaries even if they're very hard.
And mine was, if you can spare it, if it doesn't sacrifice from your life, maybe when they're in those situations, living in their car, living in different places, whatever, maybe go to them, sit with them, see how they live, ask them questions, try not to judge, just be curious.
And the anthropology angle.
Yes, that's it. That's what I'm talking about.
Come in with a pith helmet and a notepad. How is it living in your car?
Yes, study them. Yes, study them. Jane Goodall.
That'll make them feel good.
I meant come in a cute pair of overalls with a scented candle.
Oh, okay.
Anthropology
Nice.
store.
I.e. Anthropology.
I got it.
guys.
Nary a problem can't be solved without a scented candle.
I mean, that store does fashion right, if you ask me.
We've asked you several times, and that's always your answer. I say, what do you think about Anthropology? You say they do fashion right.
I'll tell you what, I worked at Urban Outfitters back in the day, no secret. Sister company of Anthropology. I got a 60% discount.
Jesus.
Anything from Urban Outfitters, anything from Anthropology.
How can you not
And
get some
both
pastel
my sisters-
overalls?
Both my sisters took liberal advantage.
Nice. I used to call Anthropology Forever 31.
That made it into Those Who Can't when she was wearing.
I think it did, yeah.
That's a great joke.
Mary was wearing a cloak, and she goes, I got this at Anthropology, and you said, you mean Forever 31? You gave it to Adam because it wouldn't have been a Fairbell line, but
Fairbell, perfect for Lauren.
Yeah, and now Adam owns the rights to that joke.
Damn it.
That's how it works.
That's how it works.
Residues, because it's one of our most played eps.
That's what he calls them, residues.
I get sweet residues in the mail because it's one of our favorite eps. I don't have time to say the whole word.
Any insider terms you're using, it's a lot of inside baseball. All right, Adam, you are up. For those of you that don't know the rules, again, we each get to vote for one person. Can't be ourselves. In the event of a tie, which we would hope we could avoid, it goes to the Patreon voters. So Adam, you go ahead and vote. Who gave the best advice? Who do you think?
Everybody gave phenomenal advice. I really like what Andrew said about just setting hard boundaries for yourself, because that is a way to sort of, it's so hard, but it is a way to protect yourself. And I think that's really important. I also like what Ben said, you can give this person some moments of light and try to reserve time for no judgment or instruction, but just being with the person. I thought that was beautiful. So I will default to pure gamesmanship. And if you think I'm going to let Ben pull ahead in advice fight, that's insane.
Oh, that's insane.
Wow.
That's insane. It's good to,
it's a disease, it's mentally ill, it's a way of thinking.
That's good to know, Adam. It's good to know that even on such a heavy, earnest episode, you can still be a cock. You can still be a cock.
Actually, Adam's not being a cuck. He's fucking you.
No. I said a cock.
A cock. Cock.
Yeah, it's good to know you can still be a cock face.
Oh, okay. I think it's a
cock
cuck.
face.
That will be a vote for Andrew. Ben, you sealed the deal. Because I was still vacillating.
Oh, you were going to turn around?
You were going to thinking about it. Andrew, vote for you. Vote for
fucking
Andrew.
shit. You were so stuck in it because you guys spent the night at your shared apartment last night. I sat outside and watched. I watched. Yeah, that was me in the El Camino. That was me in the El Camino out front.
You don't come in through the fucking.
It was 18 degrees. I almost froze to death, but I watched you two until
our boundary is
4
we'll talk to you on the porch, but you don't come through the entranceway. That is our boundary now.
Yes, thank you.
Fucking assholes. You're a cock. Andrew, your vote.
Well, I have to get Ernest again to give my vote. Yeah, this is a tough one. Usually either the advice is somebody just says straight up bad advice or just goofy advice. But when the advice is good across the board, it's really tough. It's very, very tough.
This would be what our show would be like if we just tried every episode.
Exhausting. God damn.
It is. I'm tired.
I can't carry this kind of emotional weight. Are you kidding me?
I'm tired.
Yeah, I mean, I could almost flip a coin to be happy with the result. But at first when I heard Ben's advice, I was like, yeah, that sounds nice. Go and sit with them. It's you can't always make time to sit with them, or maybe if you're gonna go sit with them, they're gonna ramble some delusion at you for 2 hours. But then I was thinking about people who aren't in my life anymore, and I feel more than anything, the number one thing that you want in hindsight is man, I wish I could just sit with that person and do literally anything.
Yeah.
I would do. It doesn't matter what they are talking about. It doesn't matter where we're sitting, what's around us, anything. I would do anything to just sit with that person. So I voting for Ben because you will never regret carving out one extra piece of time to sit with that person.
Yep. Right.
Damn. Fuck. That got me emotional. Yeah. Well, it is. Now it gets down to gamesmanship. I think Adam and Andrew gave the best advice. And I don't want to push it to a Patreon poll here. I could. But I do think that you were both on a similar track. I think there were little differences between the two, but I thought what you both said was great. I think, especially like I said, I think with what Adam had said, you both sort of said that as well, that because you're both unoriginal. And I think that I had to slip it in there. It's too. I can't. It needs a pressure valve.
Yeah, I hear you.
No,
but I think what Adam said is there's just a lot of this that's just so out of your control, and we want to fix it, but you can't, and that's not how it works. And I think you have a family, you have your own sanity. That yada yada yada. Put your mask on first before you put your other people's mask on. I'm going to vote for Andrew in this one to push it to a win for Andrew.
And a 3-way tie
but I
again.
would say the same thing. I would flip a fucking coin on that and feel good about it because I think that you both gave great advice.
I feel good about this episode because we all gave very good advice for what is a really impossible situation, and so
ubiquitous
exactly.
for everybody.
Yeah.
When I was recently talking to somebody, and they were very upset about a situation, and they were feeling like it was so unique to them. And we have this thing where we're sitting in our own private movie theater, and this is the only thing it's only ever happened to me. And it's like, man, if you look around, a lot of people in our culture have family members, friends, loved ones who are struggling with mental illness, who feel absolutely and terrifyingly helpless. Mm-hmm. You're not alone, writer.
And
you're not.
The healthcare costs only going up, healthcare bureaucracy only getting shittier.
The number of beds for mental health care are dwindling rapidly. That is a statistic that is factual. And especially after 2020, and when we saw a massive spike after COVID, we're in a losing battle right now. And really, I think we all agree. And the only thing that we can say that maybe you could do as well, demand reform. Continue to demand healthcare reform and mental health care reform. Continue to be vocal about how we as a culture deserve more and that our tax dollars should go to healthcare and to help each other out. That's another way you could help in that situation, is just continue to be an activist, whether it's online.
I mean, I know
writing.
it seems helpless, but even this won't age well, but like, even right now, some Republicans are coming around to like, I can't go back to my district with like raised premiums on healthcare. They're like trying to keep.
Yeah, it's starting to seep in.
There's a groundswell. It feels like in America, there is a groundswell of like populists, like, give me my basic fucking things.
Yeah, and I think more and more people are realizing that health insurance is not like a benevolent organization. Like, health insurance has done such a great job to pose itself as like this like altruistic. It's almost like, oh, is this a nonprofit? No. This is the most for profit. Yeah. This is something that only wants to take money, and when you want to use it, it wants to keep you from using it. So I didn't know this before our lifetime in the up to the early 70s. Health insurance was nonprofit, and the law got changed to make them for profit. But I think more and more people are seeing health insurance for what it is and being like, this is fucked. I'm paying a bunch of money for something that I'm not getting.
And all of these like Band-Aids and stopgap reforms that they're trying to do now, where they're saying, well, we should put it all into HSA accounts. Fuck that dog shit, because an HSA account is just an investment account.
What's an HSA account?
It's a health savings account. And what it is that they put the money in there under the guise that you have the choice. The problem is that is money that is being then invested by the companies that are holding your money. So you're putting your health savings in the hands of Wall Street brokers. Do not do this. Demand universal health care, just a base level, for fuck's sake. Like, this is insane to me. Like, this isn't a left and a right thing. This is basic human rights. And at the base level, like, it's crazy. We're watching family members fucking die, and we're just sitting here. That's another thing. Just demand more. Keep demanding more. But to the writer, thank you for being so heartfelt, being so vulnerable. Thank you for sharing this.
And thanks for coming to our live show. And if you reach back out to us, let us know whose set you thought was best out of the three of us.
That's where you get back into the pettiness, and that's where I don't like it.
I'm just genuinely curious.
No, you're not curious.
Let them chime in. We want to know.
I stand by the set I had that night. Do you?
No.
So there it is. That's why. And I ended it in the weeds.
I ended it in the fucking weeds, and that's why you're doing it. That's why you picked this one.
Your ending was amazing. I've never seen you do that, and I loved it. That's why the Grolix is great. Ben just dismounted from a bit, and it was like, he goes, I think I'm done here. He just kind of walked off stage.
I think I've said all I need to say.
I actually said I got lost in the weeds on this one. Thank you, guys.
I legit love that Earnestness Horn, because it's like, this is what our live show is for. We're all trying new shit out. And we're working
and
it
sometimes
out.
you gotta go.
This if you are someone that comes to our live show, the box will be up there in January again. If you have a question you want to ask us, can be funny, lighthearted, can be heavy with gravitas. You can do whatever you want. If you want your name given, you can. If you want, it doesn't matter. You can also send us questions at advicefight.com. Plus, to any of our individual socials, as well as the Grolix Comedy Social. Huge thank you to producer Ron, who once again is not fucking here.
Not here.
Leaving the boys alone, leaving the boys to peck at each other in the fucking hen house. But a couple cocks, as Adam was a
cocks in the hen house.
Thank you, producer Ron. Big thank you to Mike Henderson at Plan 9 Sound for your help recording audio at the live show. Thank you, Charlie Continental, for lending your immense talent to us in the form of all of these sweet songs you write for us. As always, you can follow us everywhere on social media, everywhere at Grolix Comedy, and follow us on Patreon, patreon.com/Grolix Saves. Guys, what do you got coming up? Adam, I want to know, what do you got? What are you plugging? What's coming up?
Fort Collins, Colorado, the Comedy Fort. I will be there December 19th and 20th. Ben was just there.
Sold out 3 or 4, baby. Tuck it between your legs and see if you can swim faster than I did.
What?
Yeah, it didn't make any sense. I got lost in the weeds on that.
Tuck it between your legs and see if you can swim.
You don't want it dangling down because it drags.
Yeah, that's just really
I don't know,
funny.
but like a surfboard, you need that rudder.
The funniest thing about what you said to me is that we have literal evidence of the time I swam faster than you.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
And we have photo evidence that all of our dicks were
dangling.
Not present. Not present.
Not present.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, I'll be at the Comedy Fort in Fort Collins, December 19th and 20th. If I don't sell out 3 or 4 or 4 or 4, I'll hear it from Ben for a while. So if that matters to you, come buy some tickets. That club rules. My new hour rules.
Best
come on
fucking
out.
club.
Come
Best
on
fucking. I love that place. Andrew, what do you got?
If you're listening to this the week it comes out, this Friday the 12th, I'll be headlining in Golden, this place called Gnarly's. And then on Sunday the 14th, I'm doing a show with my pal BK Sherrod and Mitch Jones. We're doing a comedy show at Level 7 Games in Inglewood. It's they're starting to put on more shows and stuff there, so come check that out. It's
Dude,
a cool
what
spot.
a lineup. I love Mitch and BK. Fucking so funny.
It's going to be good.
Yeah, same. If you're listening to this when this comes out, December 13th, Rory Scovel and myself will be in Monmouth, Maine for the annual Comedy for Old Cummy show at Cumston Hall in Monmouth, Maine.
You do this show just so you can say that.
Say Comedy for Cummy.
For like a month, yeah.
Yep. Comedy for Cummy.
It's fun. I did it last year.
Yeah,
it's
and
fun.
Adam has done it.
Did it the year before. It's a killer
Yeah.
gig, killer venue. Great, and Rory and Ben are going to light it up. That
It's going to be so fucking fun. There's only a few tickets left, so please get yours now. Otherwise, that is a UNESCO-mandated podcast
a UNESCO World Heritage episode.
Podcast site. Yes, the site of a podcast
It's
today.
in the Library of Congress.
There's like Stonehenge. There's all these just like these little fucking microphones sitting there. They just had a shitty
There will
pod.
be a flagstone placed outside each of our houses today to commemorate this moment on which a podcast was completed. And there will be a bronze plaque. Hey, the Donkeys are 10 and 12, too. Go Broncos.
That was
Come
a
on.
game last night. Oh my
God. And you know, I was here when they won, yelling at the TV. I says, play us out, Charlie.
You're at the stadium yelling that.
Play us
People
out,
are so
Charlie.
confused.
Yeah, people are like, man, there was this drunk guy yelling, play us out, Charlie. That is a fun thing to yell when your team wins a game. I might have to try it.
Charlie!
Next time I see a baseball team walking off, I'm going to yell, play us out, Charlie.